All right, there we are. Right, there we are.
Oh, I gotta make it so that yeah, that's
The
me.
stream
probably.
must be playing in some window somewhere.
It was yeah. I muted it. It's okay.
Oh, it was you.
I think it was me.
Oh,
but I don't know if yeah, that would be it would be me.
Cool.
That was me.
Very good. Well, good evening. I can't believe it's Memorial Day weekend. And I'm wearing long sleeves.
Is it cold there?
Not as much today, but yesterday was kind of cold.
Oh,
it's been raining all weekend.
Yeah,
it's been cold and rainy.
Dang.
I mean, in general, I feel like it's been uncharacteristically cool spring around here, at least.
Mm-hmm. It kind of goes back. It's gone back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
Here.
It's. I mean, I would say like so far this year, there's only been like 1 or 2 days that I would say was like hot. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been, I don't know, it's just been a weird spring because like I've had no allergy issues this spring. I haven't had to take any medicine, and like, but everyone else is saying like, oh, it's like the worst.
Yeah, it's been far and away one of the worst that I've ever experienced. Like the worst that I've ever experienced, honestly.
Yeah,
I never really had much issues with
with
them.
me.
It's like a day or like a day or two.
Yeah.
And I think it wasn't until like this week where my cough finally like went away.
Wow. I know, Sandy. What is
it? So my family was gone like most of the weekend. They came back today.
Yeah.
And it was kind of nice. I played Zelda in the living room like the entire time.
Oh wow.
yeah, it was just, I don't know. It was just nice having like some sunlight coming in, and you know,
I was pondering. Sandy, let me talk. Come here. Come here. Yes, I know it's exciting. I was pondering whether. Yes, I know. I was pondering whether. Do you think Tears of the Kingdom might be the? Do you think more
the
people?
best game ever made?
Huh?
The best game ever made?
I mean, it's up there. It's up there. But do you think more people have put more time into Tears of the Kingdom in the past, 2 weeks plus than humanity has put into any other video game in the same span of time?
No. I guarantee you I guarantee you that there's more hours of Fortnite being played than Tears of the Kingdom collectively in the world right now.
I mean,
sure.
I
100%.
I guess, but like at the same time, like, I mean, I guess that's probably true, but it makes me sad. I mean,
and or like Roblox, there's definitely more people playing Roblox.
I guess it's probably true. It makes me sad though. What about in terms of single player games though?
Probably.
Because I mean, yeah. I have not seen my Switch friend list so unified and just row after row of people playing nothing but Zelda, and lots of them have even more hours than I do, and I've been playing pretty hard. So,
I mean, like I have no idea how some of y'all are doing what you're doing. I mean, like I see like Dustin's in the chat, and I understand like him being at 95 hours because he has a brand new baby at home, and like that's like literally all he can do. I understand that, but I mean, holy cow, I didn't even understand. Like, it was like 35 hours, but then again, like I've had like a ton of stuff that I've been doing, like in terms of like life stuff. Like I had like things every single night for the last 2 weeks.
I mean, I haven't been able to
at my kids' school, and just like between like work, that and like traveling for work. I mean, that's where a lot of my time came from, is like the traveling, like at the airport and coming back and on the plane and stuff.
I mean, I haven't been able to, binge it every day, but I mean, there've been a couple of days where I probably could only play 2 hours, but but it's just like, man, I just don't get tired of playing it. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just, it seems like, I'm sure that Breath of the Wild was like this, and I just don't remember it. But it really just feels like they had several people just kind of going over every inch of terrain and say, how can we just like tweak this a little bit so that you can't see like certain paths. You like go around a little corner, and then it's like, oh, there's something down here.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had a thing yesterday. I mean, I'm not going to spoil what it was, but like I realized that there had to be something in the underground that I couldn't get to from within the underground. And I'm like, okay, there has to be a route to it from up here, but where is it?
Mm-hmm.
And I looked in all the obvious places and I couldn't find it, and then eventually, like, I almost stumbled upon it by accident.
Yeah,
it's really interesting how they hid things and stuff like that.
Oh, Kurt X is saying, they were talking about that in an interview where that there's always 3 things just within sight that you can do, and that's just exactly it. That's
true.
You can just kind of go off in a certain direction, and you're the thing is, like, almost everything you're going to find is going to be useful to some extent.
Yeah, and like even even just like random monster encounters, like it's like, you know, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I want to like waste my weapon's durability on finding these little guys. But like, you're still probably like, for example, the last thing I did, I was playing a couple hours before the stream. You know, I finally got all the great fairies accessible. And, you know, just like random like moblin guts and stuff like that is like needed for upgrading stuff. So like even just fighting little enemies are, you know, really valuable.
Yeah. And you know, it really got me thinking that, you know, like a game this big, and I'm glad that it is. There's so few and far between, because I just can't imagine like this being the only kind of game that you play.
I mean, I was thinking about, I think like the last time I've been like this compelled by a game that is this long was probably like Persona 5.
I mean, but there's not even like much story to it.
No.
I mean, there's more story than there was in the last one, but I mean,
I'm not talking about story. I'm just saying like my sustained interest in playing, you know, is over a game of this scope, like it's not fading. Like I just want to play it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's probably like there's just so much stuff to do, and it is overwhelming. And I see that Sean Kuhn is saying my big problem is I can't decide what to do at any given point, and I'm heading for one description, but there's like 20 things I run across on the way there, and I lose track. And that's kind of what I like about it, is that you set out to do something, and then you get like, oh, this is like right on the way. I'm going to look for this. I'm going to check this thing. Oh, this, you know, it's very much like you see it, and then I'm going to do it because I don't want to forget about it.
Exactly. And it's like,
and it's okay though. I mean, that's the whole point. You're not supposed to just like go from one thing to another.
Right. Like I never feel bad about the other things I end up doing instead of the thing I meant to do.
Yeah. I mean, I finished the last of the 4 like points, like the you know, like the story points that it gives you.
Oh, I still haven't. I was going for a different one, but I don't think it can be concluded yet. So, of like the major region ones, I have, I guess, at least one left.
Yeah. I do, like, there's definitely some complaints that I have here and there. You know, like, I wish that, like, I think it's really cool that they're, like, ghosts, like, follow you around and you can do stuff. But, and they help you fight and stuff. But I wish that you could, like, turn them off, like, turn certain ones off.
Well,
because sometimes, you know, like, you're picking up something and it's, like, so obnoxious, you just, like, activate every single person's thing. When you're trying to pick
turn
off
you can dismiss them from the key items menu.
See, that's something I did not know. They never tell you that.
I only have the wind one available.
See, I mean, I would just have the wind one in the Goron.
Yeah, well, I only have him out when I'm like in a cave and I need to like clear a bunch of like rocks or something. Yeah, and then I just like dismiss them because it's too complicated. There's too many.
So that, like, I had no idea that was even possible.
I wish though,
like I wish they do that though.
I wish you could like hold a button though, like, and just like each one would be mapped to like a face button or something like that.
Yes. I had no idea that you could just, you know, that you could turn them off. Like, I definitely want to turn off.
Go
like,
to the key
like the water guy and the
turn them off. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we could just talk about Zelda all day. I see Mr. Do asking if his real name account super chat went through before the stream began, and it did indeed.
Yes. See it here,
should I shrink that a bit? So I made a little bit of a new layout here, as you can see. Maybe let me see if I should shrink that a bit. I don't know if that is going.
It did go through, but I'm not seeing here. Yeah, there's $5 from Paul Bergkamp, and also Sharon Electrons, who has became a member. Thank you to both of you.
Yeah, I wanted to make a
make
a little more of a Game Boy proportions layout, since I do like using my GBA consolizer here.
Yeah. Also, Thorough Comments spending money to insult us, but the comment has been deleted. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I didn't even know that
people wanted to like insult us so badly that they would spend almost $5 to do so.
That's amazing. Well, I didn't even know that mods could grab that, so thank you.
Yeah. That is interesting though. Like, for some reason, if I'm looking through the Streamlabs list, is not showing any of the super chats. I don't know why. That's weird.
Huh. So I've played a level or two of this before. I don't know.
Is this Treasure developed?
No, it's Konami.
I mean, well, it's Konami, but I mean, is it like the Treasure people? Let's find out.
I don't know.
Over to Moby Games. Let's find out.
I think this is like 91 or 92. I'm not sure. I think that's too late to be the Treasure people, right?
No. I mean, when's they did like Buster Bust Loose, and I feel like that was.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I don't think I realized that. I thought the last game they did was. I mean, I guess Buster Bust Loose could have come after or before Bucky O'Hare.
That was 92. So what year is this one called specifically?
This is called Babs' Big Break.
Let's see here.
And the second one is called Montana's Movie Madness. I know you've had trouble. You had a little trouble with one of the NES games. I'm not sure if it was the first one or second one.
I was still able to. I feel like I played it during that like the marathon that we did.
It was a marathon.
I finished it, but it was tough at first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the Game Boy ones are completely different games. The only one I've got the two NES ones, but I've not played through them. But I have finished Buster Bust Loose. I finished that. But I've not put hardly any time at all into the NES ones.
Yeah, well, the second one is not very good. It's more
really.
It's like mini games.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm.
Are you not? Sure are you thinking NES or Super Nintendo?
No, I'm thinking NES.
Because I know there's like the sports game one.
Yeah, I think that is too.
That's Super Nintendo though. Talking the second one on NES, I'm pretty sure it's a platformer. Am I?
No, it's Trouble in Wacky Land. I have that one.
And it's not a platformer?
Trouble in Wacky Land consists of several mini games which you can compete in no particular order. You have to reach the engine of a train in a standard-sized scrolling platform and keep your balance on a wood plank while driving down dangerous waterfalls. Compete in a toy car tournament, etc. Once you get enough tickets, you can access the castle that's standing behind the amusement park.
Huh. definitely had it in my head that it was a platformer like the others. Oh, I've got it.
I mean, that was I think that was like a Goodwill find for me, that second one, and then I was disappointed that it ended up being what it was.
Yeah, well, I'm disappointed now as well. I mean, luckily it wasn't like super expensive or anything, but
yeah,
this game's really cheap. I mean, I got this for $10 at Midwest Gaming Classic. So wait, you didn't see Mr. Dew's message? Because he left one before the stream started.
His message, it was just said, Neveron is my human name, courtesy of Try and Corey. My friend mailed her my SMS with some games, just wondering what other games I should look out for. That was not in the super chat. It was right above it.
Oh, look at some. We need some frame blending action here, unfortunately.
You should check out the video that I did with Tiger Chainsaw a couple of weeks ago, where it's 10 Master System games that you should own.
You know, there's a lot of European and Brazil games that I think like some of the Asterix games are pretty good. And I think a lot of those kind of, I think, whoa. What was, can I duck? Oh, okay. I can't duck. I'm a duck. So
what
of course
the heck?
But you know, like a lot of the Asterix games, I think, are pretty decent on Master System. You know, like and other like European exclusives. Like I think there's a number of like Disney games. I mean, a lot of the really good Game Gear games are also on Master System. So you know, I think kind of that era of Master System that really continued on in Europe and Brazil and not so much here. There's some pretty interesting games in that lot. Although I'm not ultra knowledgeable about them. I want to race, not especially.
So JL had 2 pounds. Thank you. Wondering what our take was on Wednesday's Sony showcase.
Oh, did I select? I didn't mean to select a character, but whatever.
I mean, it was fine.
What was fine? I was
the Sony showcase. Honestly, like outside of Spider-Man, I can't tell you a single thing that they showed.
Yeah, I mean it was fine. Can
I just say that I'm getting like very fulfilled, like lately, like not like barely following like what's happening in the game industry.
Yeah, I mean it's nice to be.
I mean, I follow what's happening like in like the retro scene, but I mean just like in terms of like new stuff, like I see something, it's like okay, I'm probably gonna buy that, and then I just like I can't even tell you, like I've not watched a single trailer of Final Fantasy 16 since there was that first one with the kid getting blood splashed in his face, and that's the only thing I can tell you about that. I can't tell you anything else about the game.
I've not watched a whole lot. I've been trying to avoid watching, so you know, hopefully we've got some good surprises.
I mean, Spider-Man looks like it, like the last one. I think it's very cool that they are doing the symbiote suit like on Spider-Man for a while. Like I wonder if it's going to be, you know, on him for like most of the game, and then Venom becomes a thing like by the end. Like that would be cool. But I think it's kind of neat seeing that take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I never finished.
You didn't finish the last one. So.
I didn't finish that or Miles Morales. I do have them, so I want to I only played a few hours of the first one. I wanna give it another shot.
Yeah, it's weird that it's out this year.
I mean,
but
Zombiac is insane.
Like, I don't feel compelled to play that day one. I mean, I don't even know, like, what is, like, the things that I would feel, like, compelled to play day one? Like, I mean, at this rate, like, I have zero hyper excitement for Final Fantasy 16. If I was somehow finished to a level that I'm happy to be finished with Zelda, I would start Final Fantasy 16 day one. But I just have, like, I don't have any real interest. And you've said that you have excitement because you've played 14.
Yeah.
But like that, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. So like, I will hopefully be pleasantly surprised by that. But there's just like no way that I'm gonna probably play day one.
Well, but I mean, also, when you say you aren't paying attention, I don't think people should necessarily interpret that as mean you like aren't interested in like new games or anything. It just means like you found it to be satisfying to just
know
take
something
take the games when you get to them,
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel happy like knowing it exists, and then I just like move on with my life until I can play it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
there's so many things. There's so many things. In general, there's just so many things.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
not just games. There's just so many things. Period.
I mean,
like
even I'm definitely getting more and more that way with like Sony and most AAA type stuff. It's like, I'll wait for that to get to be at least $30, most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like Final Fantasy 16, I'm going to get day one. But like, even like it's shocking that I have, for me, it's shocking to have put off Resident Evil 4 remake like I have. Like, that's very out of character for me, but I'm just going to wait.
And it will probably be $20 at Christmas at some point.
But anyway, like, I'm getting more and more that way, especially with like the Sony stuff. Like, but Nintendo stuff like tends to be a bit different for me. I mean, that Nintendo stuff is where my heart is, right? So,
right.
And also they rarely reduce the price or rarely go on sale, and when they do, it's not for that much.
Yeah.
So, I'm more inclined to get it day one because I feel that I'm more likely to just get really engrossed in it, and it's going to cost the same amount, pretty much no matter when I get it. So,
there was also $20.
Whoa.
From Robert Hernandez. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Saying you two won't let me super chat last week, so here's a little extra. Thanks for all you do and keep up the great work. I think I've watched your power supply video 4 to 5 times.
Whoa.
So keep them coming. 4 to 5 times.
I guess you must be set on making that happen for you, huh? That setup.
4 to 5 times. Well, I'm going to be pushing to get this kind of a small little video of just like something I was sent. And so, it's not something I would normally have like ever even considered. But based on word of mouth, when they reached out and said, "Hey, do you want to look at this?" I said, "Okay." But normally, it's not something I would have normally done. And people would be like, "Why are you doing this for?" And probably, but that's what, it's okay. It's okay. Like, I'm just gonna do what. Well,
I mean,
do what I feel.
You're going to take a mostly retro angle on it. So
yes, yeah. So I have to go to. I'm going to Akron, Ohio tomorrow for to film something for work, and I'll be back on Tuesday morning, and then like I got a couple days to work on that. Hopefully, it's probably gonna be like a 10 to 12 minute video. It's just gonna be something real quick because I am working on the setup tour video as well, but this is just something that, you know, like I just thought it would be fun to kind of, you know, tool around with it. And but I'm going up there to film some stuff, and then I'm going to then my family is going camping on Friday. That should be fun. We're doing like no technology.
Nice.
So
you'll be back by the stream, I guess.
Yeah, I'll be back. It's not going far. We're going kayaking, and it's gonna be cool. I love going kayaking. Dustin, they are not putting me on the bus. I am going. I have to go to a couple of them in Ohio. I'm going to 2 of them in Ohio, and then Erie, Pennsylvania. But I'm driving because Erie, Pennsylvania is about 45 minutes from where I grew up. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to spend the day there. And if Chris Shulman is still in the chat, he's going there at the same time. So we're going to meet up and hang out. Oh, TWW is saying, hey, I'm in Erie. Yep. So I'll be there. I mean, I grew up in Jamestown. I'm sure that, you know, for you know exactly what I'm talking about. For what Dustin means when he says, like, are you going to be on the bus? So for the thing that I'm doing for work, they do multiple shows, and the people that work at these shows, like film and like the crew for it, like get on a bus and they go from show to show to show. So, you know, from what I understand, it's pretty fun. I just don't have a lot of interest in being on the bus, and I think Dustin had no interest in being on the bus, but ended up doing the bus last year and had a good time.
Oh,
but it's just that's close quarters for, you know, being around people for several days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mike Shamari knows exactly that. At least, you know, in Jamestown is where Lucille Ball is from. Now they have like the whole like the comedy museum is there now. So there was a 1999 from Sean Quinn. Thank you.
Oh.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you, because I mean, I feel like we haven't seen you a ton in the chats or in the streams. It's good to see you here. Saying, I always get the warm fuzzies watching you guys play the games of my childhood. What I really love is seeing or hearing a game and knowing immediately what system it's on. Do you think that'll ever be replicated today? No.
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 Systems just don't have a signature sound anymore, and
nope, not at all.
They haven't. I mean, it started fading around the 32-bit, 64-bit era. But you can still like be like, oh, like is that PS1, you know? A little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, by the end of the 16-bit era, yeah, audio kind of became a little bit homogenized.
Yeah. Sean Quinn saying, did they get rid of the Scary Lucy statue? No, it's still there. They just got another one. It's not
Scary Lucy statue.
Oh my god! Have you never seen it? This like, you know, the statue is this bronze statue of Lucille Ball.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. It's terrifying looking.
Yeah. I mean, it is like, it is really scary. You should look it up.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah, look up like the Scary Lucy. I mean, it is like, like she barely even looks human.
This is in Jamestown, New York.
Yeah, and then they. I mean, it became like a meme for a while, and then they. Yeah, I can find a picture here.
Lucille Ball statue rated a 4.6 out of 5 stars attraction in Celeron, New York.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's like the same thing. Here we go.
Oh no!
I
Apparently,
believe
it was
they
replaced in 2016.
Yeah, they put another one in, but I think they kept the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the replacement looks really good.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure they kept it there.
Like, obviously the way her eyeballs are done is rather odd. And,
come on.
The teeth,
I mean, you don't have to sit there and be like, actually, you know, it's like not that bad.
I mean, it's not that bad, but it's a little awkward.
Come on.
Her teeth are like, she looks like she's wearing some sort of like.
She looks like a monster.
She does look like she's wearing some sort of like teeth inserts to play some sort of like
she's
horror
wearing
movie role.
like a human face over her like monster, like her real monster face. Sitting here drinking high noons. I don't know what it is, but like ever since John was here and I started having high noons during the stream, it's like, okay, well maybe I'll have some high noons during the stream.
It's definitely not high noon when we have the stream.
So many noons.
How the heck am I supposed to guess?
This is furball.
Is it like based on his trajectory when he jumps? Oh.
So did they replace her? I don't know. I feel like they kept it there and they just like put this new one in also. Oh, there was $4.99 from Alex Gavin. Thank you. Saying I caught up on Analog Frontiers this week. From one filmmaker to another, you guys are great documentarians. Looking forward to part 4.
Yep. Well, that's my that's my big focus that I've got to do. We're really excited about the new interviews that we got back at Midwest Gaming Classic, and also I got another one just a week or two later that I think is really going to. We rethought what 4 and 5 are going, how they're going to work, and it's going to be a singular part 4 is the conclusion. So I'm pretty excited about the new direction for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
It is. It is good.
Manada Sheehy is asking me what my my favorite high noon flavor is, and I think the real question is like, what one is not my favorite? I mean, the only one that I could probably take or leave is probably watermelon, and I'm not a big. I don't really like fake watermelon flavor in general. But the thing is, like, I barely even like grapefruit, but I do kind of like the grapefruit high noon, which is what I just had.
Oh, I it's been a long time since I've had real grapefruit, but I do like it, and I like grapefruit flavored stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you like Fresca, don't you? I mean, I saw a ton of Frescas when I was at your house.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, the kids really like Fresca.
I mean, Fresca is considered grapefruit flavor as far as I know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I like grapefruit a lot. Oh, I didn't realize.
I mean, high noon, like, they're basically like the most basic. I mean, they're less basic than White Claws, but I mean, I'd say that they're a lot better. I don't know, just like any amount of beer like seems to give me like a pretty bad, like, just gives me like a hangover to an extent, but like drinking like a seltzer like doesn't. So, and what is it, Rheingeist here in Cincinnati has has Sway, which is pretty good too. It's just like they all like High Noon at least is kind of a cool name. Yeah, you gotta drink those White Claws. But there was $11 Canadian.
Ooh.
From Super Fox 5 Gaming. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I support you guys. Thanks to your videos, I've been modifying my setup and trying new mods to play games on authentic hardware. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. Thank you. We will do our best. I really, really appreciate that. You never might be just inspired to try out some things that you never considered.
Yes. Like using a PS2 power supply for a whole bunch of different systems. Oh no, this guy. This guy was annoying and Buster Bust loose.
There's also $10 from Andy64. Thank you. Saying, hey guys, in your view, which one is the best Tiny Toon adventure games? Buster's Hidden Treasure or Buster Bust Loose?
I have Buster's Hidden Treasure, but I have not played much of it. So
yeah, I've only played Buster. I mean, I have Hidden Treasure also, but
yeah, Buster Bust Loose is the only one I've finished or played all that much of at all until this here. So I am intrigued by Buster's Hidden Treasure, though. It seems like just kind of a fun, fast-moving game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Buster Bust Loose.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just jumping on him. I don't have to...
Just jumping on him. But yeah. What else did I do this weekend?
Oops.
It was cool just like playing games in the living room. It's like a different atmosphere, and just like Nelly hanging out with me.
Oh no. Ah.
Just hanging out there with the old bean, the beanie baby. I was gonna say, Madanashi, are you back from Japan?
Oh yeah, I saw some talk about Japan last week. Dang it! Ugh.
There's $10 from Robert Hernandez. Thank you. Saying, by the way, what's the deal with Wonder Boy's controls? They are god awful. My 6-year-old begged me to buy it after watching a stream, but I'm afraid to let him play. I was very frustrated. So are you talking like the original Wonder Boy?
Like Master System?
Yeah, I'm assuming, because you can, just hold down the attack button and only tap it when you need to use it, and then you'll always like do a high jump.
And in like Wonder Boy and Monster World, you start off moving really slow, but it's kind of an RPG type thing. So you get stronger as you buy boots and different armor and stuff. It becomes a lot more playable the further you play. But of course, now if we're talking like Wonder Boy in Monsterland, the arcade one, I mean, that one's not super wonderful. It's okay. But regular old Wonder Boy, I mean, that's basically just Adventure Island. It controls pretty well, I think, although it is definitely difficult. But yeah, there are many Wonder Boys, and they all control pretty differently, I would say.
Yeah. But that first one, it just kind of maybe Maybe I've just played it enough that it doesn't bother me at all. Like I'm just used to it.
Yeah, I mean, I like how like Adventure Island plays, which I've played more of than Wonder Boy. You know, I think this level is kind of looking like it's going to be maybe similar. Whoa, to the haunted house level in. Or it's going to be similar to the haunted house level in Buster Bust Loose. That's probably different.
Alex Gavin is wondering if we're looking forward to Pikmin 4. That's more of a question for you.
I'm not like, I mean, kind of a lot like you were saying, like, I'm not like, I haven't pre-ordered.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I kind of suspect I might not be done with Final Fantasy 16 by that time, but I think I'll probably, you know, not wait ultra long to start playing it. I'm sure I'll enjoy the heck out of it, but like I'm not like chomping at the bit for it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'll enjoy it quite a bit. I don't really know anything about it. Like there was like the first trailer, right? I'm not sure if there's really been anything since.
Yeah.
I've just not been paying a lot of attention to it. You know, the first Pikmin I think will always be my favorite because I really like the you know, hard time limit aspect. Like I just felt it made the game very engaging.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I don't know how you can tell where those spiky things are going to be falling from.
Well, real quick, does anybody know like what the deal with that new Fire Emblem is? I feel like it's possible that it's going to become harder to find sooner rather than later. It seems like that it's like sold out from a lot of places.
Really?
And I'm wondering if I should get it before it's too late.
Yeah, you've got me because you know I was actually commenting just this past week on the Backloggery stream that someone said that I'm having a hard time all of a sudden. I don't know what the continue situation is. I hope. Oh no, there's 2 continues. Scary. Someone commented on the Backloggery stream last week that they beat the new Fire Emblem. I can't even think off the top of my head what it's called. Engage.
Yeah.
And it just really struck me. I was like, wow. Like, I feel like, because I don't have it yet. I'm behind on Fire Emblem anyway. I still haven't played Three Houses. But it kind of made me think like, wow, I can't think of like a first party, like major franchise Nintendo release that like exited my mind in terms of it existing like so quickly. Like that game came out just a few months ago and I feel like it's already been months since I even like thought about how that is a product that exists. But like I hear it's really good. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if I'm gonna, you know, I'm thinking about it.
Because like I was kind of ignoring it at first because like I kind of thought it was a spin-off at first. Because like it's like, oh, it's got like characters from, you know, previous Fire Emblem games, and the main character looks really weird and dumb. I just don't like the character designs in it in general. But then it came out and apparently it's like super good,
about, like,
really polished.
The two-tone hair is the thing you don't like, right?
That's the biggest thing. Like it's
is it weird that I think that like that makes me want to play it more? I kind of think it looks awesome.
I mean, it's just I don't like how it looks. Like, I mean, nothing against like two-tone hair designs, but it's just like, it's like the character has like
maybe it does look ridiculous, but like in a good way.
It's literally Nintendo Switch Joy-Con colors, though.
I would never even think about that. I think it just like, red and blue, like being like opposites in some way. Like, I don't know, like that. I don't know.
I really don't like. Well, and you know what's kind of funny? Whoa, what are you? I guess I need to get a character.
Really quick, there was $5 from Warren Hokie. Thank you.
Oh.
Saying just 100%ed the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer on Xbox. What a nostalgic gem. Free for the next 3 days on Games with Gold. I'll have to log in. I forget about doing Games with Gold, especially since I like never turn on my Xbox. I forget about that. And now that they've got rid of like doing like the 360 games, which you got to keep. It's even if you like canceled your gold subscription, you would get to keep them. So I feel less inclined. But the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer is, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. The
only version I've played is N64, and I didn't like it back in the day.
Yeah.
Mostly because like at least on N64 there's no music during races, and that really bummed me out.
Well, the big question is though, I mean, I think that I didn't care for it that much because for me it was a big disappointment, because if you ever played the Sega arcade version, which is amazing, you sit down in it and it has 2 levers. And it's like a pod, like a real pod, like if they existed, this is what it would be like. And it's awesome. It is awesome. And it never got ported anywhere, but you feel like
which version?
Doing it. The Sega arcade version.
Oh,
if you like sit down and it has like 2 levers.
Oh.
And it's a different game, but it's pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Dots, if you've never played it, if that's what you're talking about, is you should look it up because it was amazing. And I think that after I played that, the home version sucked. It just nothing could compare to it. Talk about that pod racer.
Oh, look at the Jason masks. That's funny. Does anyone know how many levels are in this game? I'm getting kind of nervous with the limited continues.
But now I do feel like I need to look up that. I feel I need to buy that Fire Emblem game.
Yeah, I'm going to maybe after the stream look into where it's available, because I wasn't really like at a time I was concerned about Fire Emblem stock, but then the series got like ultra popular.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's going to get a reprint or something like that, but it just seems as though it just kind of came and went and disappeared. And a lot of times if you look for it, like on Amazon, it's like through third-party sellers and stuff. So
I mean, maybe it's just available to pick up at Best Buy or Target or Walmart or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust GameStop.
Yeah, I should see if they have a... Because my son's like starting to bug me about getting Mario Maker 2.
Oh, yeah?
Also. I mean, I don't... I got the first one.
Oh, that's
for real cheap.
That didn't kill me, though. Whew.
And I think that probably the first one is a lot more playable, I guess. I mean, in terms of like building levels, like it's just easier to do it on there. But I don't think he cares about that.
Easier to do what on what?
Like build levels in the Wii U version.
Is it?
I mean, that's what I've heard. I've heard that.
I mean,
one is considered to be better than the second one.
Really?
Because the gamepad is just a lot easier to use.
I mean, if you're, I mean, I when I built levels, I only did it in handheld mode. I feel like you could do just as well, but I've not really done anything with the Wii U game, so I don't know.
Yeah, Mario Maker 1 isn't online anymore, so you can't download levels or anything. But I just heard that it's more fun to like make levels and stuff using the gamepad.
But I mean, the online aspect of is gone, I think.
Right.
So you can't like share levels or anything. I don't think I haven't put in Mario
Right, which
Maker.
is why I would rather just get the second one if I'm
Yeah,
gonna. But the thing is, like, he just wants it, and then he's gonna play it for a minute, and then he's gonna be like, "Can I have some YouTube time?" That's what he's gonna do, and I want to watch other people play it. I don't want to play it. It's just like how it is all the time.
I noticed I got a 1-up after that previous. Man, maybe I should grind some 1-ups. Does he just keep get? Oh wait, I didn't mean to quit. Can I go back in? I kind of want to grind up some 1-ups. I'm getting nervous.
Grind them up.
Little Beeper. I could have never told you that was the name of the Toons Roadrunner.
Oh.
Do
I
you
thought you
think I can beat him?
And that little beeper.
I don't know. Let's try it. Oh, he's just waiting. Oh, yeah, that's
That little beeper.
yeah, that's not yeah, I mean getting I think I can get 1-ups pretty easily from this one.
Third-party seller on Prime has Fire Emblem for 51.
I mean, the chances of getting
it's gonna be like a European version.
The chances of it being a European version from random sellers on Amazon is pretty high.
Yeah,
which is not a big deal because I do have a bunch of European games. Like if it was like the one and only European game on my Switch shelf where, you know, it's got like the centered text and stuff, that would annoy me. Oh, I didn't mean to do the worm. What do you even get for doing the worm? Do you get more coins?
You doing the worm? Man, you crushed that worm.
He's a worm. Oh, he gives me ammo. Okay. The beep beep at the beginning of that sounds like the beginning of the dee doo dee doo 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 dee doo from Metroid, like just the tone of that beep.
Yeah.
Dee doo dee doo. Sorry, I'm doing this, but like now that I know that you can wait, why am I doing the worm again? Dang it!
Because they know that you're trying to cheat.
I'm not trying to cheat.
You're just.
Hey, I've got the money. I've got the gems. Give me the lives. Well, the reason I'm accidentally doing it is because
you go in there with the gems and you say,
I'm interested in this.
I'm interested in beating the snot out of this bird as many times as I can afford to get 1-ups. I wonder what they could possibly give. Like, do you get another continue if you beat the Roadrunner?
maybe. What if there's like only one more level after this? And what if you don't die again for the rest of the game?
Then, you know? Dang it!
And that's that.
It's so easy to accidentally select the worm because, like, I want to advance the text box when it says, who do you want to race against? But, like, the next button click is actually confirming who you want to race. It's a little awkward.
Not the worm.
But now I've got, like, a billion pineapples.
$5 from EB Chill too.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
With no comment, but it's just your presence here is all that matters.
Yes,
Thank
indeed. I also took photos of a Game Boy Color and
That's good.
GBA SP if I want to make equivalent frames. I decided to put the our windows on the left because like the way I've had my camera position for the past while has me looking in this direction, and it annoyed me that ever since I moved my camera there that
Are these all in the
I was facing
Dropbox
the
share
wrong
then?
way. Huh?
Are these all in the Dropbox share?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I mean, I only added this one. I also made another version that just has like a hole cut for the Game Boy screen instead of that like green border. See, what it is like it's just a solid like greenish beige interior, and then I just laid the capture window on top of it with it cropped. Of course, I cropped the black out because, you know, a real DMG has like a little blank border around it on the inside, and I wasn't sure how that was going to look with, like, you know, different. Oh, dang it! I did the bookworm for my last one. It's kind of an annoying interface. Oh well.
You should let the bookworm win.
No way.
So on Wednesday, you know, this was my kid's last week of school, and I had to go in, and I told everybody last week that I was doing the future day.
Oh yeah. So
Where I had to go and talk to I talked to 5 classes of kids for about 25 minutes.
5 classes, like each. Like you had to do the whole thing again.
Yeah, 5 times.
Wow. Okay.
So like 25 minutes each. So I just had, you know, I brought in some stuff if in case I like ran out of things to talk about. But it was good to have that experience, to get in front of people and just talk about, even though, you know, like I was like, okay, I mean, I feel underprepared for this presentation. But then I'm like, you know, all these kids are like 10 years old and under. Like, they're not going to sit there. And, like, you know, like, seeing... So I brought in my laptop, and, you know, they have like, this cool, like, instead of a blackboard, it's like a screen. And it, like, shows you know, your computer HDMI projects on there. But you can also, like, have a pencil and draw on top of that. But, you know, they're all, like, young kids. And the biggest thing that they seem to be excited about, you know, when they saw like certain videos playing in the background, they're like, "Oh my God, he has his own merch." that was the thing. But the thing that really made them like go crazy is I brought in like the play button, the silver play button.
Oh yeah.
And that was like, I mean, the kids like love that. Like I pass it around, and like that was the thing that got all them like so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was cool that, you know, like I could take that and be like, hey, you know, here's this. And it was cool though. I mean, it was interesting because you know, it's not like I was doing the same presentation every time. I had this bulleted sheet, like this list of bulleted points that I wanted to talk about. And I just told the kids, like, you know, if you have any questions, just raise your hand, and you know, like I'll pick you, and we'll like, you know, you can ask whatever. And sometimes it was like certain questions that were like not really related, like how many games do you have? You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, so there was like it was two 5th grade classes, 2 4th grade classes, and 1 3rd grade class. So there was, you know, the questions varied, obviously, and I didn't feel really any pressure, but it was interesting just seeing, you know, sometimes, you know, I wouldn't be able to get halfway through my list, and then other times I'd run out of things to talk about, and I just kind of like riff on whatever. You know, just each time. So it was a good experience to have and just talk to these kids for like 25 minutes. And it, you know, I think I talked about this. I may have mentioned it on here, but also maybe I haven't. But I've mentioned it like in my life at least. That I think back to like high school and the idea of getting up in front and talking in front of your class for 1 to 2 minutes. Like, how would I ever be able to do that? Like, how would I have enough stuff to talk about for that amount of time? And now I can't even imagine being forced to only talk for that amount of time.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I would never be able to cover everything that I would want to cover. But it was really cool, and it was fun, and you know, 25 minutes each time, and the kids like lost their mind about the play button and having merch. Because so if anybody hasn't, I kind of
I don't even think about us having merch.
Well, the thing is, yeah. So I haven't like put this out there, but I recently had more stickers made.
Oh, okay.
And I put them up on our store, on the website there. So those are up there, and so I also got like a certain amount of like smaller ones made, smaller stickers of the same thing, but like the next level down. And like I gave like all the kids like one of those things. I was like, don't put them on anything in the school. You can, you know, do whatever. And they were so excited about that. It's cool being able to give them something to take with them. But yeah, those stickers are up on the store. Initially we were like slightly unhappy with them because the bottom of the logo of the white border around the logo was kind of like bumpy, because the bottom of the logo is kind of bumpy.
Just because of the way that the transparency on the file is. Right.
But these new ones, you know, I resubmitted it and like said, you know, make it straight on the bottom instead of having it be, you know, like bumpy like that.
Oh no.
And it's fine. It's fine. It's just like hard edges with like rounded corners. But
I was saying oh no to the game, not.
Oh, okay.
Not this is like Alex Kidd.
Oh no! It almost looks like the bike from like one of the bikes from Death Stranding. Like a bike.
I haven't thought about the vehicles
only have
in
one
that
wheel.
long time. Oh, okay. Because I don't think I have any like horizontal control. Am I not losing lives, or do I have more lives than it can display? What?
Maybe.
What? can't because it has a 0 at the front.
That's probably the case. She's gonna catch you and be like,
Oh, got her like Bowser.
yeah. So, I mean, the stickers they're like $2. But the shipping is real cheap. It's just like the price of a stamp because I just put it in an envelope with like a piece of cardboard to keep it from bending.
Are
I have it so that you can order.
Are they on the store now?
Yeah,
Oh.
they've been on there for about a week. I just kind of put it up there and didn't say anything about it.
We did get a Blu-ray sale.
Yeah. But I mean, tomorrow's
Memorial Day,
Yeah.
so
well, it looks like someone just put in an order for the stickers too. Multiple stickers, 4 of them.
oh.
So once you hit like a certain amount of them,
some
then
lives.
it the shipping goes up a little bit. So I'll get those in envelopes. I'll ship those when I get back on Tuesday. When I get back from Akron. Apparently, I'm supposed to. If anybody here like lives in Akron, I'm supposed. CGQ Chris told me to go to some place called Diamond Deli, and it was just like 10 minutes away from where we're filming at.
He
Fuck
loves
that.
delis, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he's a big deli fan, but he used to have to go there for work apparently, and he would always go to this place called Diamond Deli. And he's like, dude, you got to go there.
I can't remember if it was Akron or Toledo, but many years ago, me and my parents were on vacation. We were going through Ohio into Michigan, and like all of the water, and like it was either Akron or Toledo, was bad, and we stopped at Cracker Barrel on our way, and we had no idea about this, and like the Cracker Barrel was really crowded, and the waitress asked like, "Oh, you here from Akron or wherever it was?" We're like, "No." That was the first we learned about that situation. So like everyone there was going away from Akron for a few days while the situation got cleared up. And we were going toward it, but past it, of course. I think Buster is faster. I wonder if he could beat the Roadrunner. Because I seem to be having more... I seem to be finishing more quickly. Because I could see the goal sign on both screens when I finished before.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try the Roadrunner. We'll see what happens. Little beeper.
But I for everybody who listens to Chris and I's podcast, sorry there wasn't an episode this week. Like he's been sick, and I didn't have a chance to record an episode, but I did. There will be one out tomorrow. I got to come up with a name though for the episode. And it's not since he's sick, and he soloed the last one with he did it with Greg Seward.
Oh really?
And, yeah,
that's cool.
And the one that I recorded one yesterday with I don't think he's here tonight, but with Brady Hartle.
Oh, cool.
Ashura. So we somehow talked for 2.5 hours.
I mean, we talked for a long time after that one stream that he was on with us. We talked for a long time after the stream.
Exactly. Oh, there's $1.99 from Dingus Galert. Thank you. Saying just ordered a sticker. Here's $2 more. Thank you.
Thank you.
I should maybe I'll throw in an extra one in for you. And also, legendary K4 has been a member for 4 months.
Thank you.
Same evening, missed out on an SNK MVS 4-cart arcade cabinet for $600 with 4 good games this morning on Marketplace. Do either of you have a console-sized MVS?
We both do.
We both do.
That's
yeah.
good.
I'm really curious what those 4 good games are, because that sounds like a good deal for 4 good games, 4 good Neo Geo games, let alone the system.
Yeah.
But yeah, like yours is a lot like more fancy and finished looking.
Yeah, mine's an Omega.
Whereas mine's like a little more utilitarian, but I kind of like that. I mean, you see like the real, MV1C, I think it is. You see it, and it just kind of attaches to the front. And it uses a Genesis 2 RGB cable. I like it. I've only got. I might have 4 games. Do I have 4 games? Yeah, I have 4 games now. I've got Metal Slug 2, X, and 3, and Shock Troopers 1 and 2. I reluctantly went for, not super reluctantly, but it was not cheap, but I did go for Shock Troopers when we were at Midwest Gaming Classic, because I felt like, as someone who's not really a fighting game guy, like the number of Neo Geo games I actually want are relatively few.
Yeah.
I feel like that's by far my favorite Neo Geo game that I've played. And I was like, well, I feel like I could feel that my Neo Geo collection is good. With that.
Yeah, I mean, Neo Turf Masters is only the last game that I want. And I almost bought it at the Midwest Gaming Classic. I was back and forth all weekend. I ended up not doing it. I kind of wish that I did now. Mm-hmm. But, it is what it is. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to quit. 21 lives is surely enough to.
Yes, it better be. Brady is one of the primary discotheque guys, but he's Montana also works for Future Club, doing like UI. He's on UI and like a whole bunch of games. But like it was kind of interesting, talking about like his like doing like case artwork. He like did like a lot of game case artwork for like a lot of different things. But he was talking about how he did it for Gran Turismo 5, and it was super, super intense because he had to appease like so many different car companies.
Oh gosh.
So it's like they had to go through like 60 some people, and if one person was like nope, then he'd have to like do the whole thing over again. But it's pretty cool. It's cool. Like he did like artwork for like Tatsunoko versus Capcom. He did I think he talked about it with us. He did like the manual for Klonoa on the Wii. Lots of different things. But I mean, we talk about a lot of different things during the discussion. So that should be out tomorrow, as long as I come up with a title for it. I got to come up with a title, before I go to bed tonight.
Your titles are song lyrics, is that right?
Well, no, I mean, Chris is the one
I
always.
don't really understand. I
or
never
like
understand
movie,
them.
or movie stuff. It's like song lyrics or movie stuff. There's also $10 from Andy64. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying, in 5 days, a very special man completes 70 years old, Mr. Craig Stadler. Happy birthday, Craig. You still think you can get inside mine? I wonder how many people, like, if he hears about the kind of following maybe that his voice clips and FMV from that game
Sandy, what's wrong?
has online. Like, I wonder if he's like aware of it.
Sandy, do you need to go out? Why are you being fussy for? Come on.
There's also $5 from For Love of the Game saying, have you seen the Mega Man Sequel Wars? What do you think of it? So I'm familiar with it, but I have not seen anything of it. I know that it exists. Actually, BJ, I was thinking about taking a set of lyrics from the like one of the songs in the Project Echo soundtrack. So, I mean, we'll see. I have to come up with the title before I go to sleep. But yeah, I mean, like Sequel Wars, I don't really know too much about it, but I should check out the trailer. I was linked to it, but it was when I was out and about, and I just didn't have a chance to watch it. I'm pretty sure there's actually when I was at doing the stuff at my kid's school. BJ, the name of the podcast is Here's My Question for You. You can watch it or you can listen to it. If you go on to like on YouTube, you can go to it's youtube.com/@ Here's My Podcast. You should check it out. The one that's coming out tomorrow is the 30th episode, number 30. There's also $5 from Chris Shawman. Thank you. Saying, which food is completely terrible for you, but no matter what, you will eat it if it's in front of you, and why is it Tostino's salsa con queso?
I don't know what Tostino's queso con queso is.
I don't know. It's just probably one of those salsas that was like, or one of those that was made in New York City. New York City. I mean,
I thought
there's
that
a lot.
was
There's a lot of stuff that's.
I thought that was the old El Paso
completely terrible. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. It's like I know it's not Tostino's.
New York City.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I will just eat, and I feel like that is the case. Like when you have children, there's like if it's something you don't even care about, and it's like between you eating it or throwing it away, like. I will most likely eat it before I throw it away, whether or not I even like it or want it. But like in terms of like what is terrible,
That's
I mean, basically anything.
Anything. If it's in
I don't
front of
have
me,
a lot of self-restraint on food things.
Yeah. It's toast. It says, "Don't deny it. It's Tostino's salsa con queso."
I mean now
how bad can that be? I mean, it doesn't sound like it's probably that bad.
I mean, is it just like is that just like a freezer section food item? Or
I don't know. Like Tostino's is not the same as Totino's pizza rolls.
Oh, I'm thinking of Totino's. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you're thinking of Totino's pizza rolls. Did you know?
I don't know what Tostino's
that
is.
The very first film set or actual like commercial that I worked on was for Totino's Totino's pizza rolls.
Oh yeah, what'd you do?
Yeah, I was a production assistant on a commercial for that at these people's house. I wonder if I could.
Oh, at someone's house, they actually shot. So they actually shoot commercials like that at houses, and not just like.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought like houses and commercials were always sets.
I'm gonna see if I can find the commercial that I worked on. I mean, I didn't work. I was just like on set for the day, like helping out, grabbing stuff.
Grabbing some Totino's pizza rolls.
No, I didn't actually get any. Hang on. It's like they're having a sleepover or something like that. Is it 2000? No, it's not.
What? You know, what's the...
No, this is...
Oh, what's going on here? Isn't there like some parody commercial of that?
Yeah, where it's like they like melt or something like that.
Yeah, what was that?
I know what you're talking about. But...
like that style of food.
Yeah. It's like there's like having like a sleepover or something like that. Oh, here it is. This one says 2007, but I don't believe that could be it.
I honestly could not have told you that Totino's pizza rolls are that well, I could not have told you that they are that old. I don't know if I've ever had
really?
I may have never had Totino's pizza roll.
I mean, I had a friend who used to like put them in like a deep fryer. Like make them for real. There was also $10 from the gaming nostalgist. Thank you, saying, "Did you know that Project A-ko was nearly called Supernova? I got this rejected pitch document for it with a script that I'm in the process of archiving."
Ooh,
interesting. I had no idea. I didn't I know a lot of the backstory, but I also didn't realize until Brady told me yesterday that it's like such an interesting movie because like the people, they would just like invite different animators to come work on it because they just like kind of let them do whatever they wanted to do on it. Like they got like the Macross person like did the whole like missile segment because like it's just made up of like different elements from like different people, different animators. Paul Sutton says, I have a strong nostalgia for the little pepperoni cubes that used to be on cheap frozen pizzas and in pizza rolls. Yeah.
Oh, the cheap pepperoni cubes. I could see having nostalgia for those. Like those teeny tiny little things.
He says, pretty sure last time I had a pizza roll, there was nothing inside them except lava. Because they're always so hot. It's gonna burn your tongue or your mouth in some way. That is very true. But this says 2007. I feel like this was not 2007. There's no way this had to have been.
But it's the commercial. I mean, tell us more about your experience. I mean, were there?
I barely remember.
Were there any wild things that happened on set where it was? Were the actors really needy? I mean, give us the deets.
They were kids.
I mean, what was it? Wasn't there a mom to bring the pizza rolls? Kids can't make pizza rolls by themselves. Come on.
Well, there's like. I don't know. I thought there was a mom in this commercial, but she doesn't seem to be in it. Because, I've actually never seen the commercial until right now. I remember being there, but
Oh, right there. I have no idea if this is like the final
there was
battle or what.
there was $5 from Jonathan Hinson. Sorry about that. Saying I'm currently in the Hebra Mountains, in Zelda. Walked up the cliff and I'm 6 feet from the edge. Oh my god! Everyone's you're gonna get me. You're getting me. Walked up to a cliff and I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down.
Oh, there's a lot more feet than that in Zelda.
Get me last time too? Didn't he get me last week too? I'm gonna be afraid of every single donation from him going forward. But it's the same thing as like I never want to read it ahead of time because it's too good. I'd rather it be a surprise. Okay, so it wasn't Jonathan Hinson last week. It was somebody else. Man, you guys just getting me over and over again. Okay, it's James Boone that got me last week then. Okay. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. Is this the last boss?
I'm hoping so, but I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm not attacking it. I saw like there was like a barrier that I got to.
No pressure.
Just barely missed.
16 lives.
I mean, I thought there might be like a whole level inside his mansion, but as soon as I got in here, it's like, here he is.
So Chris just sent me a picture of the Tostina's salsa con queso, and it says, you know what? It says at the bottom, it says made with real cheese. So, I mean, how bad can it be? Honestly, I mean, I would sit there, like, I would definitely sit there and eat this.
Does it look good?
And I would immediately feel like garbage afterwards.
Yeah, I gotta look up what it looks like.
It does say, it says made with real cheese, and the word real is underlined. Just in case you know, like you doubt what they have to say about it.
Tostitos?
Tostitos.
Tostitos what?
Salsa con queso.
Oh, so it's just like
queso.
It's just queso, store-bought queso.
Yeah, but it's made with real cheese.
I never would have thought of like a jar of like store-bought dip is like I don't know if I would categorize that as a junk food per se. That's more like an additive to junk food. A junk additive to junk food.
Yeah. There's $5 from Nana Cheesecake. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying happy Sunday. Couldn't resist the impulse and bought things to make strawberry lemonade ice cream sodas.
Wow.
Cheers. So strawberry or strawberry lemonade ice cream sodas. What kind of ice cream do you put in them, or do you freeze the strawberry lemonade? Or is it strawberry lemonade flavored ice cream and you put it in like some other kind of soda, or you put it in lemonade, like carbonated lemonade. If anybody has or has been to Grater's ice cream, you know, the thing that they have like yearly for the month of May is the strawberry chip, and it's like the best thing. And I don't even like strawberry ice cream. I barely like strawberry flavored anything. But the strawberry chip chocolate, or it's like strawberry chocolate chip. It's like one of their signature ice cream flavors, and it's real good. Strawberry chip. Let me see if I can find a photo.
Oh man, really? They're making me go through this whole conversation again?
Yeah, so it is strawberry chip. Strawberry chocolate chip. It's a seasonal ice cream. There it is. It is strawberry chocolate chip. I'll link y'all to this. You know, you can eat an entire pint of it, and it's only 1,000 calories.
Oh.
It's like almost all your calories for the entire day, but it would be worth it.
Oh man, I got in a bad pattern there.
Do we have plans on going back to too many games? I mean, we have not been in so long. I mean, probably not, unless we had, like, a specific reason. I mean, it's been, like,
I mean, I
7 years or something like that.
I was under the impression that they started prioritizing more like Minecraft YouTubers. That
Yeah, like real, like super popular.
That kind of audience.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Every time you die,
You
it
can
just
hear
like
that?
randomly plays. What?
You can hear the.
No, I was just like, that's
music.
like the Kirby death, right?
Oh, well, kind of. I mean, the death music is not too far off of what you hummed though.
Oh. It'd be great if like every time you die, it goes.
that would be pretty decent.
I mean, every death sound should just be like Madden, 16-bit sound effects, and maybe the occasional hockey. Ooh.
Yeah, I think I've got his limitations a little more figured out. Oh, maybe. Oh, ow! He grabbed me and threw me. Okay, maybe I didn't have it as figured out as I thought I did. I mean, not that what he's doing is very complicated.
I think Tiny Toons would taste gamey. I mean, the duck one.
That was so stupid. I mean, I think I've heard the term gamey applied to bunnies as well.
Yeah. What about?
I would imagine that
to Switch games.
Have you ever tasted a Switch
No.
game?
No. Have you?
No.
We do it right now.
No. Hi, Sandy. Hi. Now, Sandy. Now it's not a good time. Now it's not a good time. We played earlier. Was that not enough? Was that not enough?
I mean, I know it'd be gross, but I mean, isn't it like specifically made to like make you throw up?
Oh, I don't know about throw up, but like it's made so that if kids and pets put it in their mouth, they'll spit it out.
Yeah. For the love of the game says it tastes like pen ink.
tastes like what?
Like pen ink. Have you ever had a pen like explode in your mouth?
No, but like I have a mental image of what pen ink would taste like. I don't know why.
I mean, even
I definitely have an image of what it would taste like. I mean, it would taste like.
So you were never a pen chewer?
I mean, I would chew like the cap, like like the like the thin long part on the cap. Oh, I'd chew that all day, sure.
But you've never been chewing on something just like for whatever reason it blew up in your mouth, like a pen.
I mean, maybe. I mean, it sounds like something I would expect a Totino's pizza roll to do.
Dingus Clerk says, I've only eaten 4 Switch carts in my life. You know, like after that second one, you just felt so compelled.
Do you think there's someone in this world who's like kind of gotten a little bit addicted to the taste of Switch carts? Like they're like, oh man, like it's, you know, it's actually kind of good.
Yeah. Colton says that his wife says that I look like Rob Corddry, which you know, I could see that being the case. From Hot Tub Time Machine, right? He was in Hot Tub Time Machine. He was like the villain in the second one. I could see that being the case. He was also in Hot Tub Time Machine too. Yeah, exactly. Isn't it amazing that they made a second one of those?
I am completely shocked.
I don't think
news to me.
He's not in the second one, I don't think. For probably obvious reasons. Like, why would he? You're gonna beat it, aren't you?
Looks like it did it.
Man, this game's a ripoff. So easy.
I mean, I'm glad I did some of that grinding. I might have had some trouble if I didn't. I mean, I did lose like a good handful of lives, more lives than you would get from a continue.
Every time I see Mr. Dots' name, I always think like more dots, more dots.
What?
Run to the center. Run to the center. The old what is it? The one guy freaking out over like getting wiped out in World of Warcraft. He's always like more dots.
Oh,
more dots.
like dots, like damage over time.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
80s Haka says Leroy Jenkins. I have this list, okay, of things that like at one point or another, like maybe I thought that it sounded like a funny thing. So I like have a list, like a running list of just like nonsense. Like I don't know, maybe I'm indulging in some extracurricular activities or something, and I have this running list of things, and I have this idea of like how funny it would be to hear my wife like legitimately like do the Leroy Jenkins yell because I cannot imagine it.
Yeah, you know, there was not to I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like, you know, we we have both seen Ant-Man 3 now.
Yeah.
There was definitely a part in that where I thought of Leroy Jenkins. Did you?
Maybe.
I mean that I won't. I don't want to say what it was on stream since it's so new to streaming. I don't want to spoil it. But, there was definitely a part where I was like, that guy's really going for it.
Henry Clark, I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I have a list that is like, it's very long of just like things that I think up in those. And they could be like stupid. And sometimes there might be a little bits of brilliance in there because you never know when I may be able to, throw that into like a script or something like that.
Just like the dumb little things that pop in your head. You should write a list of the things that pop in your head when you said that like when you're almost about to fall asleep, like a weird combination of words will pop in your mind and.
Oh yeah, I mean I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
I told you about the bucket of Franks.
The bucket of Franks.
Did I talk about that on the stream before? Probably, maybe. And that was.
You did talk about bucket of Franks on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay,
One time I thought it'd be really, funny if like when if we were to do an episode when it switches back and forth, like how we like always have the the bumper, but like what if instead of doing that we had like an Austin Powers type interstitial thing where it's like us like this camera's mixing it out. I mean, that's like the kind of stupid things that like sometimes I'll think of.
I mean, that would be. We should create something like that to use for stream transitions.
Yeah.
Man, we're laughing about a lot of stuff tonight that's really getting Sandy going.
But I mean, that's just like one of many like stupid things.
I know. You are so talkative tonight. What's the deal, Sandy? What's the deal? Yes. Are you a Tiny Toon, Sandy?
Oh, now we're moving on to the second one, right?
Yeah, I mean...
We're on the Tiny Toon Adventures, so I wonder if... this is like a port of the... No, this is Montana's Movie Madness. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Right.
Oh,
I've played like 2 levels of this before.
There's $3 from Nicole 2.0. Who I believe just subscribed as well.
Oh.
Saying happy pre-birthday to Dustin D.
Oh.
Happy soon-to-be birthday, Dustin D. Thank you. If you're watching, Dustin D.
That's good.
Happy pre-birthday. Does it talk? No, she's streaming. Yeah. I maybe.
I mean, she definitely.
She was really excited about having episodes where he has like Austin Powers type interstitial type transitions.
I mean, she.
I mean, we could just put the music and just like do zoom ins of like, I don't know, like game systems or something.
Yeah.
Or it could be us like doing like dances.
It could be.
I bet you that we would lose more subscribers doing that than anything else we could possibly do.
We might gain
but it would
some
be pretty
too,
funny.
Though.
What's that?
We might gain some too.
Maybe. Convince people that we just can let loose and have some fun. Yes, it has to be you. It has to be you doing the dance while holding the console. There is $1.99 from Swanee708 saying Sandy is a good dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Sandy, you're a good dog. I'm not coming home.
But she does know, like, when it's stream nights, because she always is expecting, like, and she tends to be able to tell the difference between, like, MLiG stream setup and backloggery stream setup, because if I'm setting up for a backloggery stream, you know, it's like 50-50 chance Drum is going to come over to play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she'll like, when I'm setting up for it, she'll be looking over at the door. And sometimes, like, you know, while I'm playing the intro video, she'll have to be like she'll just can't take it anymore. And like, I have to like open the front door to show her that no one's there. No one's coming tonight. She's on the lookout for it. She also recognizes like the music for the ending video on the backloggery streams.
Mm-hmm.
Because it starts off with this like explosion, NES explosion sound effect.
Yeah.
And then she'll just like stare at Drum like, you're about to get up and leave, aren't you? I know what you're doing. We started calling it the goodbye explosion. Oh, that was not good.
Nelly, like, man, so like as the weather's gotten nicer, you know, my kids and I have gotten into this habit of kind of going outside and throwing the football like in the side yard, and Nelly runs around with us. Mm-hmm. And like a lot of times Nelly will eat just stuff.
Oh,
we have no
sure.
idea. Like she'll like, and like the other day she had something, and it like immediately gave her diarrhea.
Okay.
And like like I'm glad this didn't happen in the house, but I mean she was like 10 feet away from me, and like I heard this. It literally sounded like somebody like squeezing a water bottle with like a nozzle on it.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Yeah. I'm like, geez, I'm glad it didn't happen in the house.
Well, sometimes it does, though.
Yes.
Luckily, Sandy is, bless her, she's pretty good. Even when she definitely must be suffering, because she will, you know, cry and cry and cry until you figure it out. You know, and you know, there's been a few times where it's, you know, kind of been an all-day ordeal, or you know, maybe a couple of days ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, especially like there'll be like one day where it's just like really bad.
Yeah.
And
like, what would be the dog equivalent to that? Like James McAvoy in Wanted meme of him like sitting there like he's sweating, like using the papers on his like to cool himself down. That's what Sandy was like all day.
I mean, you know, she's actually, I mean, this is pretty smart, I think. She has like the past time or two that she has had diarrhea overnight. She's actually like, you know, because she sleeps in the laundry room behind a baby gate.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I expect her to get into anything, but it's just, you know, it's what I did when she was a puppy, and it's just the bedtime routine has just kind of stuck. You know, I think it kind of helps her get in the right mindset of like, oh, okay, you know, it's time to be quiet and just.
Nelly sleeps in my bed every night. On my bed every night.
I part of it is like I don't want her to like be making noises in the middle of the night and waking me up, you know. Or like, you know, I just, you know, I can be very sensitive to, you know, being woke up, and you know, it'll ruin my whole sleep pattern. So, but anyway, she sleeps in the laundry room behind the baby gate, and the past like time or two that she's had diarrhea, she was like in the middle of the night, like pawing at the gate, which she never does that. Like, even if I'm sleeping in like pretty late, she never does that. So like, it's, even though she like understands that, like, okay, when we go in here, you know, it's time to be quiet for, you know, 8 hours or so, right? But like when she was having an emergency, she was like, okay, I gotta try to get his attention. And considering like her making noise has never previously, you know, gotten, you know, she'd never done anything to learn that like making noise while I'm in there and she's in there like gets me to do anything, right? So like thinking like, please, you know, it was actually, you know, that was a good thing, I would say.
Yeah.
Because she has definitely made messes that have been the end of the bed that was in in that room before.
Do I still sing for Nelly? Yeah, I mean, I will always, like, you know, I've said it before, but I always sing the, say, She's My Baby Bean to the tune of Warren's Cherry Pie. And, you know, when there's no one at home, you know, I'll do it pretty loudly.
You know, now that I've
although I wonder if it's still slightly reserved. You know, what I want to hear more than anything is to hear my wife yell Leroy Jenkins, like totally without any kind of reservation. Like there's not another human left in the world.
I mean, obviously I don't know her anywhere near as well as you do, but like perhaps because of that, like I can envision really? what this scenario would be like.
Yeah.
I could see her just letting loose and giving a Leroy Jenkins and running out the front door, you know?
Yeah. I can't imagine it.
I can envision it. We'll never see it, but I can envision it.
And it would be funny, like, not to give her any context. Like, not even tell her what it, like what it is. I think that would be funnier. And boom goes the dynamite. Passes it to the man, and boom goes to the dynamite. Boom goes. Like, the boom goes to dynamite's funny, but I do think that when he says it passes it to the man is almost funnier. A lot of those old funny videos, there hasn't been anything quite as funny since.
Ooh, I earned a continue. I wonder if you start with any continues.
See, this looks like mini games.
Well, the first level was a platforming level.
Oh, okay.
That was just like a interstitial mini game. But now that I for some reason I had a memory of playing a couple levels into this, but I think that now that I think about it, I think that was the first Game Boy game. I might have played just like a teeny bit of the one level in this because I don't think I finished that level before.
Anyone in the chat watch Ted Lasso? Got the finale coming up here. Like
the fighting mechanics are definitely a lot more basic in this one.
Oh yeah.
Like you can only kick, and I think you can only be Buster. You don't have like a projectile weapon. You don't have multiple characters. Well, I guess you start with 2 continues.
I mean, I won't spoil anything, Mr. Dots. I won't say anything else. It's just as good. I mean, if you haven't seen season 3, that's fine. But I know that the finale is this week.
I've heard that name, and I literally couldn't tell you what it is.
It's good, but I don't think it's something that you would like.
It's not my thing.
It's about soccer.
Oh,
but it's also like not. I mean, the thing I like about it is that like things don't get drawn out. People, like, if they have like problems, they just like talk about it, and it's like never like a big not a big deal, I guess. Just a lot of times it's like just people acting like people, like real people versus for the drama, I think it's good though.
Can I kick those before they fall? Oh, I can. Okay, that makes a big difference.
But that's the like my wife and I usually have like a show that we watch, and that's one that we always are currently watching. I like watching stuff when it's on, I guess. I like when it's like new, when it comes out each week. It's easy to say, hey, let's go to bed early tonight and watch this.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, so has anybody been struck by the whole like Netflix thing at all? Where they're gonna, if you have Netflix, it'll detect like your location, and if you've given your password to anybody who's like not at your location, it like stops letting them use it. And then, but you can add a user, but it's $8 per extra user.
I mean, that's actually not that bad if you can like maintain the quality, because like Netflix is so expensive. Like you could go in with a group, right? And you could reduce your monthly fee a good bit that way. I mean, it's like I haven't had for like, it's $20 to get good quality.
Right, but if you want to have that and be able to use another place, then it's $28.
Yeah, but then if you were splitting that with that cost with another household, then you've reduced your fee to what?
Right.
No.
The secondary user only gets
14,
one
15.
device.
Huh?
The secondary user only gets one device.
I mean, that would be fine for me.
Well, yes, but I mean, that's like for people with families and stuff and might want to watch it in more than one room or on one TV. I mean, how many devices are you logged into?
I literally only stream on one device.
Okay. Well, but I mean, you're also like, it's one person in the house.
Well, yeah, I mean, with kids and, people watching on iPads and stuff. But.
Yeah. It's just, like, because my mom used mine, but she like barely uses it. Like maybe she has something she wants to watch like every like 2 or 3 times a year, maybe. So that's like expensive for something like that.
Okay. Oh, I can do a much bigger jump. Oh, that's kind of awkward, but good to know I can do it.
Frank Mulo got around to watching my mod hack video. Oh, the new one or the one from a couple of years ago? The second user can't have TV and phone.
TV info? What's that?
And phone.
Oh. I only watch on one TV.
Yeah.
That's good.
But I mean, you understand, like in most cases for something like this, like you are like the outlier versus.
Well,
like,
sure, with families it would be very different, but also, yeah. But, like the thing that I think is kind of, gosh, that's really, you really got to jump at the last second there. If you, you know, they add the ad supported option, which like, if all it did was like add a ad to like the beginning and end of a movie or something, like if there was a tier like that, I would be fine with that. But the thing is, like, as long as it reduced the monthly fee, right? But the thing that annoys me is, like, I don't understand why they don't have like it is the bottom tier option in terms of pricing and quality and overall flexibility. Like there's no like ad supported option where it's like, okay, if you want good quality, you can have this tier, right? Like you can do an ad supported version that is good quality. No, it's just like it's worse quality than any other option. I just don't understand why they don't have like a flexible ad version for people who also care about video quality.
I don't know. There's $5 from Robert Hernandez. Thank you. Saying Netflix price increases are the reason I have my own NAS and local content. At this point, I'd rather rip my own DVDs and Blu-rays. Yar.
You know, I've definitely like given thought to the idea of like I understand 4K Blu-rays are a little more complex to rip, like you know, to actually crack it. But like I could see myself for like movies that I really cared about, like if it was easy to rip your own 4K Blu-ray and play it in a reliable way off of some local server.
Yeah,
I definitely could see myself being interested in that.
Yeah. See, for stuff like that, it's just like space is a concern, I guess. Like, I just don't know where I'd put, like, if I wanted to have a large library of movies.
Well, I wouldn't have a large library of movies. I'd just get a few that I cared about, you know?
Right. I mean, that's basically what I have done.
Whoa!
But, I mean, I don't buy movies at all.
Well, I'm not optimistic about finishing this one. If I game over in this, I'll
play something else?
I'll play something else, and I'll do this one on a backloggery stream sometime.
Okay. Is this still the first level, or
This is the
almost
second
level?
level.
Oh wow.
The first level was pretty easy, but I figured out some new mechanics that I didn't know about before, though. So
Yeah. Well, will you you want to if you game over here, will you want to do some Switch games you never played?
I mean, I was going to do it on. I was going to stick with Game Boy, but I guess I don't have to.
All right.
We'll see. I could do games I've never played. I thought about actually. I was actually thinking about doing either PS2 games I've never played or N64 games I've never played. I was thinking about doing one of those.
Oof. N64 games. You never played.
I mean, I've got a lot of. Guess what? That table. I cleaned all my backlog of unclean games, and the table is in my trash can right now. Like I threw the table away.
Why did you throw the table
Oh,
away?
it was garbage. It was something from my old job, and it had an old dried like maybe. I don't know, it could be 3 or 4 decades old for all I know, a piece of gum on the top. Like people's names carved into it and stuff.
How did you end up with it in serving the purpose that it served?
Well, the reason I had it at all in the first place was, I mean, I used it at my old job. I used it.
Did you put the whole table on your trash?
Yeah, but it's it's in like
You pulled it up?
Like I was thinking about I'll just donate it somewhere, but it was like it was in bad shape. It was, in my opinion, not something that should have been donated. So I was like, I'm just throwing this away. It's in real bad shape. It's got a possibly 3 or 4 decades old piece of gum stuck on the top.
Yum.
It's got people's names scrawled into it because it was at a college. It lived a rough life.
Delicious.
I bet it's
Delicious.
Exactly. Yes. But anyway, so I had used it because you know how I do my computing. It's a little non-standard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I like to have either a chair arm or a table to the side to put a trackball or a mouse on. And so I used that at my old job. It was just a table that was at the campus TV station.
Mm-hmm.
And I used it to put my mouse on. And it was like the exact right height to for that to be comfortable. And so when I left the job, I asked hey, can I take this? Because I thought well, what if that's really useful as a mouse side table someday? But I didn't need that particular table for that purpose anymore. So it had just been taking up space, and it just kind of became a place that I put just stuff on, just stuff that I like. I don't feel like doing anything about this right now. It just piles up. That table it was actually blocking my DS and PSP games. Where it was, like I don't even remember where it previously last was, but I moved it for some reason or another, and it just like ended up temporarily while I was moving stuff around temporarily ended up there for many months, and that's what happened. So I didn't have a place for it. It was a nasty old piece of junk, and it is, it's in my outdoor trash can right now.
Now it's gone.
It's gone. It's gone.
There
right.
was.
So you want me to grab some games I've never booted?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see.
Do it.
I can get. It probably won't be Game Boy, because I probably booted most of the Game Boy games I have.
That's quite the breakup with that table. There was $5 from Mega X6. Thank you. Saying good evening. Just got back from Snowshoe Mountain, sunburnt before the stream. Hope everyone is doing well. So when you say sunburnt mountain, I mean, it makes it sound like it's someplace you go snowboarding or something. But then again, it's almost June, so probably it's probably nice and it's sunny and you can get sunburned there. Do they have like a big lake or anything like that? I was looking for another high noon. I mean, there's one more left, but it is 10:21. I probably don't need it now. I was saying earlier in the stream, I'm going camping with my family this coming weekend, and we're gonna go kayaking. I'm excited about it. I like kayaking. It's just fun. I mean, sometimes this place, we've tried to go several times before, but they cancel it because it really just comes down to how the river's doing. It's called the Little. Is it the Little Miami River? Let me look at it. It's the Little Miami River. Yes. Here it's in Ohio. So that's where we're going to be going. As kayaking on the Little Miami River. And we got, we're staying we got a tent. We got a new tent. I don't know what to expect. My wife bought a new tent. And apparently it's a lot bigger than our old one. I saw a 3% ABV drinks from Konbini's in Tokyo. Fruity and perfect for lightweights. I mean, I'm a lightweight. I mean, when we went karaokeing last year, I was drinking highballs the whole time, and it was great. Although that's not like the same thing as like what you're talking about, I don't think. The reason I got a highball is because you can get them in Yakuza. I did like a number of songs. That's the thing, I don't know if I've talked about this on here. I've talked about it on the podcast a bit. Like I'm not a big singer. Like I don't like to get up in front of a lot of people. But like in a situation like that, where you have like a private room with friends, then it's fine. A lot of times, they give you more than one microphone, so even then, people can both like you don't feel like you're on the spot when you're just, when you're like with friends in a private room. I understand, but I mean, you got to be real good at it to do karaoke in front of a big crowd. But if you're just hanging out with friends and you have drinks dropping in from the ceiling on a on a I don't know, it's like a big thing, like a thing that it holds drinks, and it comes down on on a cable. No, I mean, I do. What did I do? Gosh, I don't even remember now. Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship, a good one from the movie Mannequin. If you've ever seen that.
Oh no, PS3 system software has been downloaded. Is that something I should be avoiding?
No, it should be okay. Is it like 4.90? I think that one's fine, but I wouldn't install it.
Yeah, there's no reason to. I'm going to do PS3 games I've never booted.
Okay.
Why not?
It's a very literal title for that. My PS3 disc installs.
Well, what?
I just have it say PS. I just have it say PlayStation 3.
Well, I'll hang on a second. Let me turn my black frame insertion off because it's probably not ideal for most PS3 games. The way I've got it. So these are like games where you put the disc in and like it's mostly things that were like
I get it.
download only games, right? And then you install it off the disc, right?
Right.
Which there's like not like a ton of those. So those are like, it's not like the mandatory installs for various games. It's like that style. And then I have PS3 download games as a separate folder. Like those are the ones that I like own legit. PS1 classics, PS2
thing right there. I just call mine PlayStation 3 if it's like needs a disc, and then I have PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, and I have the ones downloads. I call it PlayStation Network.
Yeah, and then down here I've got like PS Plus stuff. Then I have like a demos folder, and for some reason I have the Rocket Knight demo on here.
No.
Let's try MotorStorm Apocalypse because I bet this is pretty wild. You had a real good time playing MotorStorm 1. Not necessarily for the right reasons, but remember you booted that up on a stream one time?
I thought it was I mean it was exactly the right reason. I think.
I don't.
Is this the only one you have, or do you have like the entire trilogy?
I got them all. I got them all like at the same time. I got them the weekend of the limited run store opening. I bought them there. I bought all 3 of them there. Some of them were not this one because this one for whatever reason is a PEGI rating. But the other 2 were actually like retail copies. Like you and Chris, if Chris is still around, you and Chris know a lot about that because it has like a hole punch in the back cover.
Right.
Over the barcode.
Yeah, meaning that it was like a Sony employee probably owned it.
Right, but I thought
or
I heard that could be like retail samples or something.
Right.
Actually, I have never played any MotorStorm game. I don't think. Maybe a demo for one of them back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Well, good thing you got all 3 of them then.
Yeah, well, John's video sold me.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So what are my controls? Boost is X. Okay.
The capture audio is messed up apparently.
Oh.
It's like a card in a fan or a bike wheel.
I wonder if it could be like an HDCP stripping thing. Oh, I know why it's screwed up, probably. Hang on.
Tell that HDCP to put its clothes back on.
It's probably got like... PS3 doesn't do uncompressed surround, does it?
It does.
It's probably outputting 5.1 though. So I'll just do 2-channel. It was probably trying to output 5.1. I'm sure that's what it was. It was probably outputting Dolby 5.1.
Yeah. Listen, if you're not using PCM audio, I don't even want to talk to you. The new OBS
what's it doing? Oh, I
has the
didn't think
ability to record PCM audio.
I don't want to download the update.
But for some reason,
I just want to play right now.
It doesn't play in the Media Player Classic Black Edition. It just shows up as silent. So I got to figure that out.
Maybe I should have picked Xbox 360 games I haven't played.
Yeah.
This is probably... Because I feel like I don't as often... Like, I don't even know off the top of my head, tell you the truth, like how...
Is this the second one?
No, this is the third one. This is the one that was delayed a while because of the earthquake. Like it was like supposed to release like right around the time of the big earthquake in Japan.
Yeah, or at the same time. Yeah, it was supposed to come out at the same time. Yeah, Media Player Classic Black Edition is really good. It's been great, but for some reason, I don't know if it's just like a codec issue. I mean, it plays audio fine when I record with PCM audio in the new version of OBS. It plays fine in VLC, but then trying a Media Player Classic and it's just like silent. So I need to figure that out because that audio is also importing into Premiere as completely silent too. So I got to figure that out.
Let's do a quick race. Do I only have one choice of level?
And go down the boardwalk.
I guess I didn't see a way to select another level real quickly. It's probably because I haven't played, I haven't played it. I mean, there was like a main like story mode. Oh, I'm on a bike.
If this doesn't have as good of crashes as the first one, then I'm like, I will never buy another one.
Never.
All I need is...
The first one is all you need.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Well, I'm not going to be trying to
so
crash.
much MotorStorming that I feel like I want to do at this point in my life.
Whoa. I mean, racing is a genre that, like, I want to get back into. Like, these days, like, I don't play a lot outside of, like, Mario Kart and F-Zero type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I really liked, like just renting random racing games like back in the N64 days.
Mm-hmm. You got to crash. I need to see if it's going to be as good.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't found the right opportunity, I guess. Like, whenever I, like, hit, like, a barrel or something, like, are they filled with water or something? Because it's always, like, splashing on the screen.
It's gasoline. It's gasolina.
I mean, I'm not doing particularly good, but I mean, it feels good and it looks pretty nice. I mean, you know, if you're a peasant, if
crashes, then it doesn't matter how good it looks.
if you're a peasant like me and can tolerate 30 FPS racing games. Yeah, I mean, what's interesting to me is
Yeah, the perfect chance.
a lot of people, you know, I'm pretty sure Henry Clark. Whoa, oh.
Dude, you need to I need to see.
There's some guy just on the ground next to me. Was that guy just like in that corner? What happened? Where'd that guy come from? What was that?
He's like, what is he doing? He's just like,
he was just there.
Oh, he was like, oh, you got me. He's just like, just hanging out there. He's
like, I haven't noticed any other humans just like on the side or anything.
Dude, can you just like crash into something for real here? Because I mean, the potential was there, but I need to see if you like go flying in slow motion.
I mean, I careened into a wall. I mean, let me see if I can get like some good air or something and make a crash. Oh, well, that was no good. I'm trying for you here, all right? I'm trying.
Kaylee Gamer says that guy was out of body you. It's like when Doctor Strange hit somebody's soul out of their body. That's what it was. You hit that wall so hard that the soul like flew out of it too. I mean, the potential's there, but it's like you're not catching nearly as much air. Like I want you to go flying.
I'm looking for opportunities. Whoa, there I go.
Is it good? Is it good?
I mean, I don't know if it's as good, but it was pretty good. Well, what is he was he giving a thumbs up? What was he doing there?
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's good. I can.
Was that just his hand, his physics, like making his arm go up, or was he like, I'm okay?
Oh yeah, you know, I mean that's. The other one was like that too.
Really?
Or it's just like random stuff like that happens.
I'll try to do another. I'll retry the race. Try to do some more crashes for you. see what we can get. I mean, it seems like this game is trying to make it hard for you to fail, like hard for you to like, because it's like it's supposed to be like all kinds of crazy stuff going on. You're supposed to feel awesome while you're driving through it, right?
I mean, the world has ended, and this is what you're choosing. This is what these people are choosing to do.
Yeah. So, like, I feel like your character is a lot stickier.
Yeah. Can you use turbo boosts?
Yeah.
You got boost power.
Whoa! I thought I would drive up that. Oh, there's some guys over there. Got guns. I guess it is the apocalypse. Some Mad Max stuff going on here.
Ooh! Oh! I mean, if you put some Road Rash voices, 16-bit Road Rash voices over it, and like, oh! Whoa! I mean, I'd play that.
I'm sure the first games falling off the bike was probably better, but there can be some amusing things here too.
Yeah. I mean, the ragdoll physics, like they go flying, and it's like they hit whatever they've hit so hard that their entire skeleton has like been reduced to like jelly. Like there's no coming back from that.
Whoa! It blew up.
Was it a cat? I'm waiting for it.
It's pretty good. Oh, what did my arms do there for a second?
Okay. Yep. Ooh.
I know, Sandy. You are rowdy tonight.
Oh, he like bounced in the water. Okay. I mean, that's good.
Sometimes I think what's happening is I'm going out of bounds when I'm trying to crash.
Yeah.
And it's like just respawning me. Whoa! Team Rocket's blasting off again!
It's the final lap.
It's the final lap!
Whoa! I love that it changes angles.
He looked like he was like, okay. How do I do a cool landing? Oh, what? Nope, don't got it.
I mean, I would play this if you could have like Road Rash voices over top of it. I'm gonna have to find those yells and put those on the soundboard.
Whoa! Did I just get twisted? I feel like his body did a little bit of extra twisting there.
Whoa!
Those guys are right away from it.
I don't know if I've.
Whoa! There's just like some floating rocks there. Are they just like?
I mean, this is
terrain?
awesome.
Huh?
I mean, I will get this if I see it someplace. I'm not gonna hunt it down.
Well, exactly.
Oof. I would never be able to play farther than the first level because this is the reason I play it.
Whoa!
Cloud FS7 2000 says, "This is nuts." Absolutely. Whoa! You're like you're a helicopter. Oh, I see. I love that it puts in the alternate angles.
It is pretty fun to just see what all might happen.
Yeah. You can stream it on PS Plus Premium, but like That's okay.
That's okay. Okay, that's probably enough of this one.
Yeah. Whoa.
That was fun.
That's pretty good, though. Just experienced some trauma after watching it getting flung across the screen.
Okay, I'm probably about to traumatize some Ace Combat fans who'll be like, "No, you shouldn't make this the first one that you ever play. No, you're going to hate the series if you play this one first."
Is it Assault Horizon?
It is. It's the one that you gave me the other week. I don't know. It's probably fine, but this is one of the weird ones that that like doesn't take place in their fictional Earth.
Yeah.
Is it called Strange Reel? I don't know if it's like pronounced that way. If it's supposed to be like Strange Reel or something. Is it
really? That's what it's called, Strange Reel.
I think the Ace Combat world is known as Strange Reel.
That's so stupid.
I mean, I love the idea that they're just like, come on, it's like look, it's like the real world, but it's not the real world. It's like, and that's just so wacky. That's wacky. It's strange, but it's real. It's strange real.
What if like
I'm going to do easy mode. I don't think I've ever booted an Ace Combat game. Maybe I might have booted an Ace Combat game on like a PS1 ODE or something, but like I'm not like a big dogfighting game guy. Like I'll play them, but I'm not like huge into the genre.
I saw my death in my dreams many times.
Hush sing. We can skip this.
Frank Muller, the last one was MotorStorm Apocalypse.
I don't understand what dogfight mode is. Whoa. This looks cool though.
Yeah, they all look cool.
Like the camera angles and just like
yeah. That's not on. Is this on rails right here? Are you pressing the buttons?
I don't understand at all what's going on right now.
Or you just pressing the
I think I'm in control, but I have no idea what I'm doing.
Like it's an 8-hour game, and all it is like this, and you just press the L1 and R1 buttons to shoot your guns. Oh.
I mean, it definitely looks pretty nice.
Yeah. I have Onrush, so is it the same developer? I wonder if that has as good of crashes, because I have that. This does look really good.
So you got this, but you've not booted it.
Right. I have like all the games in this series.
I mean, like when I'm flying over this, like most of the buildings are like
Combat
flat.
and Ace Combat too. Because you know that first one is called Air Combat.
Like look at I decelerated too much. Did they put me back in the sky? What's going on?
Second flight of bandits approaching from the south. I have them on radar.
The music's pretty good.
Critical wing damage. Wing damage. Dang, you like bounced really high off the off of that. I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah, if you're too close to the ground, like the buildings look bad, but like just the lighting has a very realistic sort of feel to it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was moving the camera.
Target down.
Ace Combat 6 is just on 360 though.
Huh?
Ace Combat 6 is on 360.
Only on 360?
I think so. Yeah, it is a 360 exclusive, I guess. And it's also backwards compatible. Do I have it? I know I have the backwards. I'm pretty sure I have it. Hang on.
Bandit approaching at high speed. We've already lost 2 Allied aircraft. Be careful.
I really like the music in this too. It's pretty good.
Colonel, you should be able to engage him in a dog.
All right, yeah, I do have it. Ace Combat 6: The Fires of Liberation.
Tiger 1. I need help here. Tiger 1, break left. We'll take him.
Oh, okay. So it's backwards compatible, but it's one of the physical only backwards compatible games.
Acknowledge. Thank you, Colonel. Tiger Squadron is engaged with multiple enemy aircraft. Still on me. Hang on. We're coming. Locked on target.
Although I think if you got 7, didn't you get
Oh.
6 like with that? Uh-oh. You crashing this? Are you?
I can't believe I survived.
There was it
Oh no!
was it the guy from? Whoa.
Oh, cool.
That's-
Restarting
that's
from the
really
checkpoint is like immediate. That's pretty nice that there's no load or anything. Oh, but it's back to an earlier part of the tutorial. But still, I mean, this is neat. Like this, I don't fully understand what's going on, but like this actually has me like I feel like it may have moved this and Ace Combat 7 that I also have. It may have moved them further up my queue, right?
Yeah.
Like this is it's kind of neat.
Like you'll probably play it within the next 5 years versus the next 10 years.
Yes, exactly.
Just like ever so slightly up your queue.
Exactly. It's pretty cool.
Your Quayway, your QE,
The QEQ.
QU.
QU.
That's like the one I hate, like that. The spelling of that word. So the Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. We were kind of talking about this. Like I don't know, like if they add any story to it, I feel like it's will sour me on it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, the only Metal Gear story that I want is like directly from Kojima.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if Kojima doesn't work on it, Metal Gear is finished. It is done. In fact, I think it should. I mean, story wise, I think it should have been finished after 4. I don't. 5. Yeah. I do not enjoy what 5 added to the story.
Right. But if if it's just like a faithful like remake and it's just the exact same game, like nothing is changed, or added to it, like it'll be fine. But if they add like story to it, like I think that it would be I don't know.
I agree. The one thing that Kojima could have done that I regret that he never got around to, or maybe just never considered it or didn't want to. Like I would have liked a game with the boss and the Cobras, like back when they were in like World War II or whatever, right?
Yeah,
like that I think would have been great.
Yeah, that could have been cool.
That's like the one thing that I would have liked to have seen.
Oh, okay. So Stefan's saying they already announce that there won't be new audio lines. So I don't know. I didn't read.
They said that it would have the original cast.
Right.
I guess I interpreted that as meaning, they would have the same. They wouldn't recast anyone.
Yeah.
But I think well, it might have was it Liquid or Ocelot? One of the Japanese actors died, so it might have not mattered for 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll skip this. Did I mention that I got this the other week?
No, you just got this one?
Yeah. Like I've been looking for it ever since, unfortunately actually I think my PS3 is set for 720p. Yeah, it is. It's set for 720p, so I should have thought of that before booting this, cuz this game is actually 1080p, and it was it got back on my radar after I played Beautiful Katamari and saw it was really good. And John had it in his 1080p Dream episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh. And so that kind of got back on my radar because I was like, oh, maybe. I do think though, I think I might have played a demo of this back in the day though. So I do think this one is possibly, kind of might lean into the gimmicks more than Beautiful Katamari did. But I still want to give it a good chance.
I get it. Like even if it's just like, there's only so much of this that I can play. You know what I mean? Like yes, it's.
See, I disagree because I'm not necessarily saying I need sequels, but Katamari is a game that I feel like I could always be in the mood to play, just because it's just so simple and pure. Oh, does this actually use? Wow. So rare you play a game that actually has that as... It doesn't work very well. Hopefully it doesn't require you to use it much, because boy, that...
Oh, you gotta jump.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a button option. But I don't know, just Katamari is just so pure and simple in its design. It's the kind of thing I feel like it's very just relaxing,
Yeah, I get that.
I could always be in the mood to play Katamari.
You know what? It is and pure and relaxing, but I feel like I could just get that exact same fulfillment just replaying the first one.
I don't disagree. Like, I don't especially
It's
want
actually
to get.
surprising that they like completely stopped making them.
Yeah.
Like it was really kind of a short period of time where they were just like cranking them out like crazy.
Yeah.
See, Donut County is something that I had heard about. I've never played it. And I think that there's a physical of that. It was through I Am 8-Bit.
What is it?
And it was sold at Best Buy also, but I don't know if it's still there. Dognut. Yep.
What kind of game is that? I think I've heard the name, but
I don't know. Something with like it's like a hole, and you drop like things through a big hole.
huh.
Man, anytime I go to like Amazon or Best Buy and I put in a game and you just like scroll down to like what other people bought. And every single time there's like 4 or 5 games I had never even heard of or never knew existed. And I cannot imagine like being somebody who's like collecting like a complete set.
Oh,
like
yeah.
how do you stay on top of that crap? Like there's just so much stuff. Like that sounds like it sounds like beyond like an entire full-time job.
Oh yeah. Except you need a full-time job to have the money to buy.
Yeah. I just like it's just every time I search for any game, and you just go down and it's like, oh, people also bought this.
This does have quite a nice sort of cel-shaded, sketched look to it. It does make it unique from the others.
Like I put in Donut County, it comes up, and then something else comes up is called the Martian Panic Bundle. Like what is that? And it's $9.99.
Well, how can you not for so low?
Oh, it's like a light gun game.
For Switch?
Yeah. Oh, does it come with a game or with a gun? And the Joy-Con goes into the gun.
Comes with a physical gun and it's $10. Maybe you need to buy it.
Like, what is this?
What is this?
The Martians are coming. Oh no, you got to get the Martian Panic Alien Blaster separately. Wait, no, it does includes the Alien Blaster, a $24.99 value. The blaster is a battery-powered accessory to work with the Joy-Con controllers. Once the controller is calibrated TV, you can use the trigger and blast away lights and sounds from the toy-like holder, making attacking the Martians tons of fun.
Wow. It's $10.
It's normally $20, but it's $10 off, so it's $9.99.
Well, I mean, you gotta get it. How can you resist?
Maybe I should order that and get Fire Emblem.
Yeah, get that and Fire Emblem and stream that next week because we got now that you've got us all curious, you can't leave us hanging.
Like what is this? You know, has anybody in the chat played the game Into the Breach?
Drum and Lynn are obsessed with that, and they like basically forced me to buy it. And it is a game I've never booted. I
mean, it looks like it's
I know nothing about it, but they are just like, you need to buy this.
It seems to be a Switch exclusive.
I don't even know what kind of game it is.
It looks like a strategy game, like a grid strategy type game.
That sounds right. But they just like linked me. They were just like both like, you must buy this.
Am I buying it? Am I really going to buy this Martian Panic? Because if I'm gonna buy that, like I might as well just get that Fire Emblem, and maybe I'll get Into the Breach also. It's roguelike strategy.
I remember it sounding like something that was like
of roguelike strategy. The combination of roguelike and strategy. Like, I don't know if that sounds like fun.
I mean, I was under the impression. I think I knew what it was. I just had kind of forgotten because it sounded like something I would not like if you just read the description. But they were like, "No, you need this. It's amazing." I'm like, okay, it's cheap enough.
Oh, and Mario Maker 2. Let me see if they have Mario Maker 2.
That's a lot of games you're buying.
I know.
Not exactly cheap ones.
Ooh, there's a special price. Oh. Yeah, it's a special price. Add the cart. Like, see the price in the cart. You know, you expect it to be like, ooh, is it gonna give me like a good deal? And it's like, nope, it's $7 off.
Should I boot one more?
Sure. Oh, am I?
I'm pretty sure I have not booted this. Actually, hold on. I'm pretty sure this is another 1080p game, so I should actually set my system.
Am I buying this Mario Maker? Do you think I will reset? Like, I don't really want the Mario Maker very much.
I mean, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, but like I shouldn't have done automatic, but whatever.
I'm not gonna get Mario Maker. I'll get it. I'll get it some other time.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, its time has probably passed, but it'd be a fun thing to. I mean, that's something that like would be fun, you know, to just for me to boot up at the end of a stream sometime. I should remember to do that.
I'm really about to buy this stupid Martian game.
You know, I think coincidentally all of the games that I've booted today have been Bandai Namco except for MotorStorm.
I know. Well, my son's asking for it, but I think that I'll get another time. I feel like that is a game that will probably, you know, even though Nintendo games like never go on sale barely, I feel like at some point it will be $39.99.
Yeah, I mean, at least like 42 maybe. Like I feel like $42 seems to be a common deal on Switch games for some reason. I mean, you're 100% right. Your son's gonna like play for a few minutes and then be like, I want to watch other people do this on YouTube.
Yeah, that's more fun.
Okay, the race is about to start. Are you ready?
All right.
I have no idea what the controls are here.
3, 2.
Oh, good. Oh, yay. I'm sure you could put it on the shoulders if you want, but I am pro face button being go.
Oh, is this Ridge Racer 7?
Yeah.
Good stuff. I was just playing 5 a little bit today.
Oh yeah, the drifting feels like the PSP game. This is this is what I can actually play. Like I hope to still like wrap my head around the PS1 games sometime, but like drifting is so much easier. Like I'm not sure if it starts with the PSP game. Okay, what? Okay, R2 is nitrous. Yeah, this feels like the PSP one.
You need more NOS. Yeah, I mean that's like. This is the one where they drive sideways. Yeah, I mean this is kind of unbelievable. This is a launch game.
Yeah. I mean it's 1080p, 60 frames per second. I mean, in a lot of ways it looks like an HD PS2 game, but that's okay.
I mean,
like it's very clean.
Yeah.
You know, there's not like
they had 6. I mean, this is just like an expanded version of 6.
Right. And that's only on 360, correct?
Yes. Yeah. That's backwards compatible. I don't know if the backwards compatible version looks better than this though.
Yeah, I really like this. Like I always had a big soft spot for the PSP one.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always found it very difficult to go back to the PS1 ones because like they make drifting so easy in the ones after the PSP game. And like I just have never wrapped my head around drifting in the earlier games, but I really do want to learn to play those. I've found it difficult so far. So you can play with the D-pad even if you want.
Yeah.
It's very, very classic feeling.
I don't know. Ridge Racer 5 looks pretty good too. I think.
That's PS2, right?
Yeah. That's a launch game.
No, I mean, Ridge Racer has always looked good for its platform. You know.
Yeah.
Like it's never been a bad looking game. It's always had a very clean, sleek look.
Are you tap the gas or tap brake?
You can either double tap the gas or you can tap brake. Either one works.
Because tapping brake, that's like Outrun 2 style, and that's what.
Okay. Yeah, you can do either one.
I mean, I played this one. I played quite a bit of it actually last year. It was almost on my games we played in 2022.
Ooh.
It was like on my list of things that I was going to cover if I had time. Speaking of which, like I think that, like I've thought about, you know, like as we get into June, like doing my first half of the year, like worth of segments.
You've written them all?
I've written a bunch of them.
I hadn't written one in a while, but I did go ahead and write my one for Inside. Just because like I was just so impressed when I played it, I had to immediately write about it. It was really good.
I don't know. Let's see how much I have right now.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. I wanna play more of this. This is an enjoyable video game.
Well, I just had like 2 pages worth, and I haven't done it in a really long time. But I've been keeping a running list on my phone
Of what?
of like the games I played and what I've beaten.
I mean, if you hadn't let your backloggery decay so badly,
Right.
I mean that's what I reference. I better not forget to mark the first Tiny Toons beat. Before we sign off, did you catch all the super chats?
Yeah, I think it's been in a while. So let me just go back and check. Nope. Last one was from Mega X6.
Excellent.
On that note, thank you to everybody who donated tonight. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful week ahead of them. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get that video done. Just a little video. Like, I don't have any expectations. It's just like it might not even be of any interest at all to you.
But
Not
it might
expecting
be.
much.
Might be
from
kind
it.
of cool. We'll see.
Maybe it will be.
Good night.